What is going on today, everybody? It is the Mask Gamer today with another movie review. Today I'll be reviewing The Wolverine. Now, this is Hugh Jackman coming back as the iconic Wolverine, and this came out in 2013. Now, this is before we had really had the MCU and before Disney took over, and before they had like the other universes and everything. So The Wolverine, technically it takes place, I would say, if I'm not mistaken, like a year or 2 years after X-Men 3: The Last Stand. And it's pretty much, Wolverine's pretty much a vagabond now. He's living in the mountains, and he gets invited to go to Japan, because technically in the movie he finds out that during World War II, when he got captured, a Japanese soldier was watching him, and then someone dropped a nuclear bomb or a missile down on one of the Japanese camps where Wolverine was captured. Because remember, like in X-Men Origins Wolverine, he was in a lot of wars. Now, honestly though, he finds out about Logan's healing factor. But the thing about this movie is, you'll see during the movie though, he does have a lot of flashbacks about Jean Grey, because it's, like I said, it takes place sometime after the X-Men 3: The Last Stand. And pretty much everybody's dead. But when you see a part where a Yakuza attacks a home in Japan where he's being invited to, because the person who was at the war that he saved is dying and wants to have Wolverine's healing factor. But yeah, when he gets hurt and he finds out he's not healing, he's pretty much getting pushed to his limits. Now, if you know your X-Men lore and Wolverine's database, he has a healing factor, but if he uses it too much and pushes it too far, it starts to decline. Let's look at the back here. Oh, that's cool. I don't understand how they always got Hugh Jackman shirtless. I never understood that. But anyway, the must-see superhero movie. Hugh Jackman returns as the Wolverine and faces his ultimate nemesis in an action-packed life-or-death battle that takes him to modern-day Japan. Vulnerable for the first time and pushed to his limits, Logan confronts not only lethal samurai Steel, but also his inner struggle against his own immortality. An epic fight that will leave him changed forever. And you see some of the scenes here. Oh, there's Yuki. She helps him out a lot, and she can see the future. And there's a part where he fights the Silver Samurai, part when he sees Viper, and I think that was a part where he was either one of the flashbacks when he was back at the war. Now, honestly, though, this movie did kick a lot of ass, and there are a lot of good fight scenes. Now, he fights Yakuzas, he fights the Silver Samurai, and you see just a lot of just action-packed shit in this movie. I mean, honestly, I think it was better than X-Men Origins Wolverine, but the fact is, just like you said, he has a lot of flashbacks about Jean, other people, and all that. Actually, no, I take that back. Not everybody's dead, but, he just kind of, doesn't... a lot of people were dead, because, like I said, Cyclops is dead and a few others. But here's the other... Now, honestly, though, but then at the end of the movie, it doesn't make much sense. Alright, let's take a look at the DVD really quick. Oh, yeah. Yeah, pretty much the same as the back. I mean, he's got a cool pose. I like how he's holding the katana sword. That part is cool. Now, honestly, though... Yeah, not much to be of the imagination here, but I still thought it was great. Now, honestly, though, when I said everybody's dead, if I'm not mistaken, now remind you, technically when he fights the Silver Samurai, because if you remember from X-Men Origins Wolverine, he had bone claws, but during the fight with the Silver Samurai, he actually cuts his adamantium claws off and tries to take his adamantium out so that he can heal. Now, mind you, Logan ends up defeating him, but at the end of the movie, he gets his bone claws back. But when he's going through the airport and everything, now mind you, he still has adamantium in his body, but his claws are just not adamantium anymore. Now, it was weird, because at the very end of the movie, he's going through the airport. Who does he happen to see? Professor Xavier and Magneto. Because when he tries to swipe at Magneto or at Magneto, he stops him. So he still has adamantium, but it's technically setting him up for something else. Now, I mean, they got some... I love how they got Hugh Jackman. I'm sorry, but no one else can really play play Wolverine like Hugh Jackman. Let me know if you agree. I mean, you just can't replace him. I mean, for God's sakes, they brought him back in Deadpool and Wolverine, for God's sakes. But, I mean, for a guy that's 56 years old nowadays, he still stays in really, really good shape. I mean, hey, I'm working out, I'm getting there. Kind of. But, story for another day. And yeah, honestly, like, you see Patrick Stewart come out, Patrick Stewart back as Charles Xavier, you see Ian McKellen come back as Magneto. I mean, like I said, in certain aspects, you really can't replace actors. Like, I'm sorry, you can't replace Hugh Jackman, you can't replace Patrick Stewart, you can't replace Ian McKellen. Like, in my opinion, like, those are just, unless, until the actors are physically gone. It's not even like with Halle Berry, you can't replace Halle Berry's Storm. Ooh, Halle Berry, man. I'm getting off topic here for a second. But yeah, this movie was extremely good, way better. I mean, it was good. I always like watching this. Heck, I might even watch it later this week when I have a few days off. But yeah, definitely worth a watch. Definitely give this a view. Now, honestly though, quick heads up, because I was just looking at Amazon. It is Prime Week at Amazon, so if you really want to, you can actually buy this for a good price. That's where I've been getting most of my movies off. That's where I actually get most of my DVDs off is Amazon.com. I mean, if anyone remembers FYE, say I remember in the comments. But yeah, definitely a kick-ass movie. Definitely worth the time to watch. But alright everyone, it's been the Masked Gamer today with this movie review. As always, like, subscribe, and comment. And hey, you know, definitely give a word out about the channel. It helps me out. I do have some new subscribers to the channel, which I highly appreciate. Thank you guys so much. I'm hoping to get to 300 and more before the end of the year, before 2026 hits us. But alright everyone, it's been the Masked Gamer, and as always, game on and watch on. I'll see you all in the next video, everyone. Take care.